Welcome back. Today I commend on game review, World of Warcraft, the Warlock Journal. Today's broadcast is being recorded on the 30th of August, 2018. Thursday, it's 5:38 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. The footage was recorded on the 22nd of August, 2018. This is part 1 of the two-part series. Last time we played, we were left off in Orgrimmar. In the bank. Here we go. Greatness has arrived. I always do that. It's fun. Well, I got our bags all cleaned out. Purchased the reagent bank. Now we can return back to Zandalar. Those of you that don't know, maybe this is the first time you're watching this series. Maybe you're new to it. We try to focus our discussions more on Warlock-centered aspects of the game. Definitely Forsaken aspects, since we're playing our Forsaken Warlock. All our characters in the series are Warlocks. So, primarily on Horde side, and that's pretty much where this entire series is going to take place. Go ahead and get our basic defenses set up, our Hearthstone and our Soulstone. Those of you that are new to Warlock or never played Warlock, your Hearthstones get reset every day when you log out, and kind of make sure you reset those. I call those basic defense fundamentals. Last time we were here, we just got to the is it Nessingway area? I think I'm pronouncing it right, Nessingway. Anyway, he's been throughout the entire lore of World of Warcraft, going way back to the Eastern Kingdom. Nessingway is his name. He's a big-time game hunter. You first meet him in Stranglethorn, and he carries over to the Outland, to Nethryn, to he's sporadically in the Cataclysm stuff, because Cataclysm takes place over 4 different areas. And then
Do you need
he shows up again in Pandaria. I don't know if he shows up in what is it, Warlords or the Draenor or Legion, since I hadn't really played through those content. We're gonna find out. For that story, we'll be following the adventures of Z. Lydia Maria, our actual main Horde character. This character, Lurch Manos, we made specifically for Battle for Azeroth. He's a boosted character, so he doesn't really have all the basic assets that Z. Lydia Marie would have. But then again, she's only level 97, and she's not going to be doing the Battle for Azeroth stuff anytime soon. If I was to say, oh, she's a month off, that would probably be a lie. She's pretty much at the very beginnings of the Pandaria expansion, so she's about 4 expansions back. What I was looking up here. I might set up this accessibility thing for colorblind people. All the other streams I do, I always set the colorblind feature, so people watching who are colorblind, they can actually see your footage. Not everyone who watches your videos have normal vision, so in other videos I normally turn that on. He sent this up. Now we came up to the south, but I wasn't really sure where this guy was, whether he was on one side of the hill or the other. So since I was already on this side, I decided to go that way. But as I was walking through the steps, I slowly realized that we needed to be on the other side of the mountain there. Had to end up backtracking. Because we're role players, we like to take our time going through the area and exploring. I've never been here before, so I want to get the most out of it. I know what I was looking up. There where the XP bar was, they put the Azeroth thing up there now, so I was wondering how you could put the XP bar back up, and the only way I figured out is I had to go to my reputation, turn that off, and then I could see my XP bar again. I couldn't remember where to go to actually turn that on or off. That's what I was looking up. So I was asking Ed if he knew. I know him as Ed because he plays Star Trek Online. He's in my fleet in Star Trek Online, but and that I don't know his name. Ed is much easier to remember. So I went over here and I turned it off, and then I got the bar back that way, which is a roundabout way of doing it, but it wasn't necessarily what I wanted to do. I faxed around and nobody knows how to get the bar back, other than turning off the reputation XP. Since we're grinding XP, it's better to have that bar up than not bar up. It would be interesting to go back, because we unlocked the ally races for this, right? And I believe the Zandalari Troll are one of the races we unlocked. To go back and play this from the starting area, so you get a little more understanding of the politics in the story. Prior to the Horde getting there. As I was going deeper and deeper into this area, wasn't feeling that it was connected to what I was doing, and I was trying to get to the other side of this mountain. You see up there on the mini map there, a little circle is doesn't tell you if it's above it or below it. I'm trying to go. Yeah. There seemed no way around the mountain, and I can't fly there, so. I think this is going to be the last video I record for the day. Well, I'm going to do part 2, and then, cause I normally start recording World of Warcraft around 9 o'clock at night. And I didn't stream today, so, because it was lightning and thundering. So I decided to just go ahead and use that time to process all these videos. And I'm caught up all the way to the 22nd of August. Which, since I haven't really recorded anymore since Sunday. So tonight would be the first, actually the second night that I recorded. And, no, I didn't record last night. I was gonna record last night, but I decided not to. But decided to hold off till today. So, after I normally record the videos, the first 2 hours after that is processing the fraps, clips, from a EVI file to an MP4 file using a Adobe Media Encoder. And, it takes about 2 hours to do, normally. Process all that. And then, once you get it all processed, then you can delete all the AVI files and reclaim all that memory back for the hard drive space, which is a considerable amount of. Each clip is about 5 gigabytes of memory. And it takes like a half hour is about, what, 10, 12 clips. So, it's a substantial amount of memory to get reclaimed back. And then once the master video is made for Adobe Premiere, then I can go ahead and delete all the files I used to construct the master. I can delete all those out. Then I'm left with a nice library of the master files that I upload to YouTube, which are serialized. And try to record in a batch so that I can send up 2 or 3 at a time. Because I have to work on Friday and Saturday, so while I'm at work, I normally pull up my list of stuff, queue, and then that's when I do all my uploading to YouTube. Or when I'm sleeping. First you have to process the footage, then once it's processed, then you can upload it to YouTube. So it took me a while to figure out it was going the wrong way. I got to this big step over here when I realized I need to turn around and go the other way. Tying this in with what we were discussing before, previous videos about defense and offense, Warlock tactics. See, I used the bats as my artillery. It weakened those guys. It makes it a little bit quicker to take them down with very little energy. could probably take those two guys down with just your Void Walker and Wild Imps if you really needed to. But as always, I like to practice with my other guys. Get my tempo down and workflow down. Comes a guy that wants to die. Let's get out. We use our Shadow Bolt there as our establishes our tempo. Take that guy down with just our Fellhounds. Now we have two or more targets. So we set up our defense to deal with that. Unleash our Fell Guard. See how he took all those guys down? Once we set up our basic defensive line, send the Fell Guard in to smack people around. And as always, sometimes it's quicker to recall the Void Walker than to heal it. Because as you know, demons don't die. They're spirits. Now we made it to the other side of the mountain. This is where we needed to be to find this thing we need to kill. Game. Trying to find a way across the water. It looks like a bunch of hippopotamus here, or rhinos. Someone made a hybrid of a hippo and a rhino. But instead of one horn, they gave him two. Two tusks. They added these little wing popping things on the Warlock kind of reminds me of Paladin. Yeah. Gotta turn back to this game hunter here. Now it says we're on a preserve or the preserve, but normally if you're on a preserve, you're not allowed to hunt on a preserve, right? Isn't the whole point of a preserve? It's a artificial environment that's staked out so that the animals within the preserve don't have to worry about being hunted. And then outside the reserve, you're allowed to do that. It's usually what preserves usually do.
Here?
Right. Because if you hunt on a preserve, isn't that considered poaching?
I am sworn to defend the royal family.
Upgrade our little thing there. Got 2 things on our Heart of Azeroth, Crown of the Champion.
Quickly! Quickly! Off you go!
So we're out getting these guys. Showed that Lechmanos is the best. Coming up on the last 5 minutes of the video. It's a pretty cut and dry quest, so I didn't really try to go all fancy with the demons. Sometimes when I get going, I get a little lazy and I just spam Handle Gul'dan. Pretty much. I'm doing attacking on this one. Got this guy laying on the ground here. Decided to knock these guys out with one swift stroke. Will be coming. Let this play out. We'll be picking it back up in part 2.